There we are, live on YouTube. Just going live on Facebook. Good evening, live on Facebook. Goeienaand, live on YouTube. And the last one, let us go live on TikTok. And there we are. Ladies and gentlemen, dames en here, goeienaand. Ons is reg. We are ready. It is Wednesday. It is 8 o'clock, just a couple of minutes before 8. We are currently, for the first time tonight, and I got it right electronically, thanks to Mo, my great man in my office, and everybody else, that we are currently being able to go live for the first time on 3 platforms. We are live on YouTube, we're live on Facebook, and we are live on TikTok. Goeienaand TikTok, how are you? My first ever live TikTok. It's Neil de Beer speaking. Dis Neil de Beer wat praat. Molweni, wassalam, namaste, unjani, goeienaand, good evening. I'm just preparing everybody. Normally we start at 8 o'clock, but I just wanted to test that we are all live. If you can see me, I hope that everybody has had a good week. Dat almal daar 'n goeie naweek en 'n week gehad het in die verlede. We are now on Wednesday, and what a week it was. And I've got a couple of great topics I want to discuss, and I hope that you ask some questions, that you can pop it out, and that you support us as the United Independent Movement. And net 'n paar mense, Eileen, goeienaand, Riet, goeienaand, Neville, good evening. Tomorrow, a very important moment again to our Muslim fraternity, our people in the Islamic faith, starting a very, very holy period within the Muslim calendar, Ramadan, the fasting period of more than just a month. And I wish to, as a son of God, as a vehement Christian, a person that has got a great relationship with my God, I'd like to say to the people in the Muslim faith that we wish you all the best for Ramadan, that we wish you the best and blessings within your period of fasting. As a Christian, I have enough respect and understanding that there are many other faiths and religions in our world. South Africa is not a one-party, one religious state. We have many religions within the Hindu, the Jewish faith, the Islamic faith, and the Christian faith. I'm a Christian, very proud and very honored to be one, but I recognize our Muslim South Africans in this period. So all the best for Ramadan. And like you wish us over Christmas and over Easter, where you send messages to us, we recognize you in this period. 'n Baie goeie naand aan al die kykers op TikTok live, op Facebook live en op YouTube live. It's very good to have you here. Good evening to Eleanor, Yvonne on YouTube, Zulega, good evening, Johan, goeie naand, Jacques Vermeulen, goed om julle te sien. It's good to see everybody here. I'd like to start off tonight by taking this absolute prime opportunity, hierdie baie goeie, glimlaggende, heerlike oomblik om ons visiepresident vir 'n groot rots in my lewe en in ons party, wil ek asseblief vanaand hartlik gelukwens vir Fatima Abdul, ons visiepresident, wat vanaand in die Johannesburg Metro Raad haar eerste toespraak gelewer het. To you, Fatima, what a speech, what a absolute reckoning that you gave out there, and definitely you made waves in this country, in Joburg Metro Council, and as the vice president of this party, you did your maiden speech. That speech will be on YouTube, it will be on our Facebook. What a unbelievable speech of our vice president. And saying that, it's unbelievable, actually, that we are the only political party in South Africa, hear me well, we are the only political party in this country that has a lady, a woman, as the vice president. Now, that is something that we are very proud of. We are proud of our women. We are proud of our ladies, our mothers, our sisters, our wives, for standing up. And without a doubt, Fatima leads that charge, fights against causes like gender-based violence, crime against our women and children. So Fatima, well done, baie geluk met jou eerste toespraak in die Raad van Johannesburg, and I believe that you will serve our Johannesburg Metro supporters and members of the UIM and every ratepayer and taxpayer in Johannesburg. I know that you will serve them well. Then I promised to quickly do the following, and please don't lose me. I was in a very good discussion yesterday with a couple that come from Germany. Man en vrou wat in Duitsland bly, maar wat op hierdie oomblik in Suid-Afrika vakansie hou. They are currently visiting our beautiful country, our stunning country, South Africa, and they love our country. So I promised to say to them, meine Damen und Herren, ich heiße Neil, ich bin der Präsident, das Political Party, das Movement Südafrika United Independent Movement. Jeden Tag bleibt sich in Kapstadt in Südafrika. Du bist ein Land in Deutschland geboren, aber jeden Tag lieben sie so viel unser Land Südafrika. Mach dich ungenommen Südafrika, das jeden Tag sehr, sehr guten Tag, das Wünschen jeden Tag absent bleibt in Kapstadt. Machen in das jeden Tag und nächste Woche mit euch bleibt in Südafrika. Verstehen, dass alles Südafrika ist sehr freundlich und dass in Südafrika jeden Land war es mir geboren, dass wir lieben dich, dass wir lieben dich und deine Familie. Machen Sie in den nächsten Wochen mit dem Bleibt in Südafrika alles herrlich finden und alles Schönen in das Südafrika. Dankeschön und Wiedersehen. Das sei. Ja, I can speak a little bit of German. Ich habe mein Deutsch an den Schulen gelernt. Ich spreche Deutsch, ich verstehe Deutsch, aber wenn an Deutschen mit das Anziehen sprechen, das in einem langsamen Fahrt und dann verstehen das nicht. Aber wenn erst das langsam sprechen, kann ich das verstehen. Das sei. To our German couple, to all our foreign visitors in South Africa, may you find that South Africans are, as I said in German, friendly, that we love you and that we welcome you in our country. And that it is a blessing to have you, and that in the next couple of weeks, das nächsten Wochen, that you have an absolute great stay and meet only the most friendly people in this country. So das sei. Das ist ihr glücklich, ja? Verstehen. So, what are we talking about tonight? We are talking about, firstly, die rooi jelly tots. Jo, mense, Julius, Frikkie, jelly tot, Malema. So, something very, very interesting happened to me on the day before the march, and it became a national thing where I sat in the waterfront with my blood brother Brad Stein, who wrote an unbelievable book called Undercover with Mandela Spies. It is his book, and a man called Mark Fine co-wrote and was his co-author. And what happened to me was I went to lunch with my brother on Sunday. It's about the only time I can get off. And as I'm sitting at a great restaurant in the V&A waterfront, over to me walks a man in full EFF regalia. When I tell you, when ek vir jou sê, hy's in volle EFF uniform. Sy tekkies is rooi, sy sokkies is rooi, sy overall is rooi en sy kep is rooi. En hy kom na my toe gestap en ek en Brad eet en hy sit en hy sê, en hy staan en hy sê, "Are you Neil de Beer?" En hy sê, "The one and only." And he said, "I know who you are. I would like to talk to you." Now, there's no way, daar's nie 'n manier dat hulle geweet het ek is daar nie. There was no way that he knew I would be in that place, at that restaurant, that night. Daar's nie 'n manier nie. There's no way. En die rede hoekom ek sê dat die mense nie geweet het, veral hierdie EFF jelly tot, hy kon nie geweet het dat ek by daai restaurant sou middagete eet nie, want ons sou inteendeel nie daar geëet het nie, ons sou in Camps Bay geëet het. And at the spur of the moment, I chose that restaurant, which is one of my favorite fish restaurants. But be that as it may, we are clear that it was not a setup. It's merely that the man saw me, recognized me in my TikToks, that are standing currently on over 800,000 views. 800,000. Thank you. Die Here gee net meer visse en meer brood. Hallo Stein Weppenaar. Gaan dit met Stein Weppenaar? Ek wil daarom net vir ou Stein Weppenaar welkom heet. Dis belangrik. En hierdie man sit toe by my. I'm not an idiot, okay? I think I might just look like one. But I'm not an idiot. I have quite a good IQ, okay? So I don't need to go to the muscle, of to die plat hand, soos julle gesê het, ek moet hom geklap het, en ek moet hom gemoer het. You're ignorant, okay? You're very ignorant in politics. If you think that I'm going to just stand back and be intimidated intellectually by anybody, okay? It takes a child or anybody to slap or to hit someone. Anybody can hit anybody. Enige iemand kan enige iemand moer. Okay, en ek het al. En is al gemoer. Okay, kom ons verstaan mekaar baie goed. Ek stel nie belang in jou krag en jou bilspiere en jou voorlaaier. Ek word baie keer meer geïntimideer met intellek as met 'n muscle. Alright. So hoor my mooi, as jy by my kom sit en jy wil met my debatteer, ek is baie bereid om met jou te debatteer, van die oggend tot die aand en tot die kalwers môre huis toe kom, maak nie saak wie jy is nie. Boerelegioen, Suidlander, Vryheidsfront, EFF, ANC, DA, PAC, PA, luister, ek is nie geïntimideer deur julle intellek nie, hoor. So jy kan my enige tyd kom sit en enige tyd kom nooi, maar jy gaan my nie intellektueel, gaan jy my nie intimideer nie. So when this man sat down, I immediately took the opportunity to engage. And I bought him an appetizer of 22 Rand 50. My money. But I wanted to know. Don't you want to know? So here's a person that represents a political party that I vehemently disagree with their stance, their implementation and the way they do things. Het hulle my gehoor? Ek stem nie saam met die EFF se manier van operasie, implementering en boodskappe nie. Ek stem nie saam nie. Otherwise I would bloody join them. Okay? I would join them. I wouldn't for 1 minute worry about what you have to say. But I didn't. I started a political party because I could not find a home in this country that makes sense. That's God-fearing, that speaks the truth, and that's not scared of debate. I am never, and I'll tell you that right now, I will never stand back for anybody's debate. But here's the thing, when I spoke to this guy, and I gave up Sunday lunch, I spoke to him. And what I told him was, wat ek vir hom gesê het is, you are not me. You'll never be me. I will never be you. But I want to quickly tell you what I feel now that you came here and you interrupted me. But mense asseblief man, dink net 'n bietjie verder as jou neus. Dink jy nou regtig ek sal met 'n ou soos daai meneer Ondlolo, dit is sy naam, Ondlolo. Dink julle nou ek sal met hom ontmoet as ek wil die EFF ontmoet? En dink julle ek sal nou in die waterfront gaan bladdy sit met 'n ou wat ooglopend van kop tot tone met 'n EFF overall in die publiek gaan sit en nie dink mense vat foto's nie. Dink as 'n bietjie verder as jou IK man. Jesso. Nou stuur jy boodskappe en foto's vir jou gesê Neil is 'n verraaier, maar jy's 'n idioot. You're an idiot. You think I don't know? You think I wasn't in intelligence long enough and I'm not talking IQ? Dink jy ek was nie lank genoeg in intelligensie om te sien hoe mense foto's vat nie? En hoe mense so oortrek nie. Nee, ek ken nie hel om nie, want ek is in God daar, man. Now, here's the surprising thing to you people that sit there and send this photo of me and an EFF guy sitting and talking about my opinion and not his opinion, because he asked me mine, and I told him I find it absolutely frightening and shocking as a Christian that your party leader chastised my God. Nou, wie van julle het dit gedoen? Sê gou vir my, kom gou hier op. Niemand nie, nee. Okay. So not one of you here got up your backside, met the EFF guy, met the EFF no matter where, and told them that you do not agree that that man called Julius Frikkie Jellytot Malema chastised my God, my Jesus. Not one of you did it. Did you? If you did, show me the video evidence, show me the meeting, show me the discussion. You see, you cannot. You can't because you didn't. What you do is you scream on social media, you become a Facebook warrior, but when the people approach you, there's no debate. I'll have that debate. I'll have it. I won't walk away. I will challenge people that are in government, that are currently sitting in political government seats. I will challenge you to any debate, anytime, anywhere. Ek skrik nie vir julle nie. Nou hoor gou Suid-Afrika. Weet jy hoe dom is mense dat hulle nou 'n foto van my wil neem by 'n restaurant om te sê Neil de Beer praat met die EFF. Maar hoe dom is jy? Ek is 'n raadslid in die Raad van Kaapstad, jou dom idioot. Elke dag van my lewe sit ek met die EFF in die raadsaal. Dom idioot. Don't you get it? I'm a councillor in Cape Town. I am surrounded with the EFF every day. I am surrounded with the ANC. I am surrounded with the DA, the Freedom Front Plus and Minus, the PA, the ACDP, the UDM, the PAC. Are you now dumb or what? If I had to take pictures of myself and members of the EFF and 18 other political parties, I'd fill this Facebook, you idiot. But you post one picture. What I'm now going to do is I'm going to, every day when I am in council with the EFF and the ANC and the ACDP, dan gaan ek maar foto's vat en uitstuur en sê, Neil ontmoet alweer die EFF, maar moenie stupid wees nie man. Bring vir my 'n beter debat. Jy maak my moerig en jy maak my moermeter verby my vlak van IQ gaan. Don't be stupid. IQ, EQ, IQ. If we do not sit down and talk to the enemy, if you cannot have a debate politically, diplomatically, and intelligently with your enemy, you won't make it. You won't make it. Mao Zedong said at the end of the barrel of a weapon, you need paper. Jy hoor wat ek gesê het, was dit te vinnig vir jou? groot leier het eendag gesê, wanneer die einde kom van die einde van jou wapenpunt, gaan jy op na papier. Or what's happened to you if you don't get it? My duty is not to walk away from any debate. My duty is not to scrum away from any debate. My duty, on my solemn oath, is that the members of the United Independent Movement want me to do everything necessary to bring our party's opinions across. And if it's at a river, at a tree, at an outhouse, at an in-house, at a restaurant, at a hotel, I don't care. I'll have that debate with the EFF. Okay? If you don't like it, leave. As jy daarvan nou nie waai. Regtig. Nee, jy moet waai. Dis nie jou plek nie. Okay? As jy wil inkom en kommentaar lewer oor kind, De Beer is besig om die vyand aan te vat met debat, dan moet jy waai. Gaan kies vir jou ander party. Hierdie party staan nie terug vir enige mens nie, en ek sal ook nie terug staan nie. En as die EFF my môre nooi vir 'n oop debat, dan gaan ek dit bloody vat. Jy het my gehoor, dan moet julle kom foto's vat in die stadsaal. Ek gee nie om nie. I don't care. You got it. Kyk op my mooi blou oë. My sagte, wenende, krippelende, mooi blou oë. Ek voel vere wat jy sê. As jy nie 'n lid van die UIM nie, as jy nie bereid is om met die vyand te ontmoet nie, as jy nie bereid is om intellektueel met iemand te debatteer nie, dan behoort jy nie in die UIM nie. En daai manne wat die foto's lek, ons weet wie julle is. Daai manne wat hulle opinies lig, ons weet wie julle is. Julle is 'n 0 op 'n bloody kontrak. You're a 0. No, really. I mean, you don't even get 30 likes. You're not in government and you don't sit in a power seat. Maybe next year when you try and you get your ass on, I'll debate you, but until now, I mean, God. Weg is jy? Daar gaan jy? You're wasting our time. Dit lyk my ons Afrikaners hou nie van debatteer nie. Dit lyk my dat ons as Afrikaners so teer mekaar is en so uit mekaar gesplit is, dat ons nie kan saam staan nie, maar ons kraak mekaar af, maar jy het nie 'n 1% tyd gekry van Cyril Ramaphosa nie, het jy? So what are you doing here? No, let's talk, kom ons praat, ek het mos nou opgekom vanaand. Jy wat daar sit, jy wat daai kommentaar lewer, have you met the president? No, I have thousands. You've met Julius Malema? I have. Hundreds of times. You? Show me the photo. Nee, wys my die foto. You don't have it. You see, there's one thing that Mr. Undlolo from the EFF said, en jy kan dit nie vat nie, want jy kan nie hierdie status hê wat Neil de Beer het. Kan ek jou sê wat is geheim? Ek was by die ANC betrokke vir jare. Weet wat is geheim? Toe daai man daar sis het hy gesê, die rede hoekom ek na jou toe kom, is omdat ek een ding oor jou weet, Neil de Beer. Jy's nie 'n rasis nie. Daar kom die waarheid. Maak seer, né? Maak seer die binne, né? You see, there's one thing that the EFF and the African National Congress and any other party cannot say, and that is that this man, Albertus Cornelius Neil de Beer, you cannot call me a racist. It's impossible because I was with MK. I fought for freedom for all. Wat sê jy nou? Nee, wat sê jy nou? Jy sien, as jy iets vir hulle gaan sê, gaan hulle sê jy's 'n rasis. Nee, hulle gaan, want jy is. Hulle kan nie dit vir my sê. So just think about it quickly, calmly. Just think about it. The president of the United Independent Movement left the African National Congress 3 years ago as a member because I absolutely disagreed with the way that party operates. It's my choice. Kan julle dit nie hier kry nie, mense? Nou sê julle ek is nog steeds 'n ANC spioen en Ja, ag man, luister gou-gou, daar's 'n ander woord wat ek wil gebruik, maar kan nie want ek het besluit ek vloekie. Ek sal sê moer, donder en bliksem, want dit gaan oor 'n bliksemstraal, donder weer en moer koffie. Is nie dom nie, hoor. You're picking a fight with the wrong guy. I've been in intelligence too long to be out. Did you hear that? So jy's 'n afgetrede dokter, maar dokters praat nie met jou nie. Moenie stupid wees nie. I had a very long debate last night with a man that WhatsApped the same photo and opinion about me. And a friend of mine phoned him and said he wants to talk to you. I spent an hour on a telephone with a man last night who firstly said I'm a traitor, and now we're going to meet. Funny, eh? And when that friend phoned him and said, how did you find the discussion with the traitor Neil de Berry Verraayer? He said, what an intellectual man, what an open-minded man. I want to meet Neil de Beer. Wel, daar sê. See, that matters. Ons het nie op mekaar gevloek nie. Ons het nie op mekaar geskel nie. Ons het nie mekaar gemoor nie, man. Ons is kinders nie. Ons het 'n uur ons opinies met mekaar gedeel. You see, South Africa, in Xhosa we say uthetha. We say the word makabane, which means the group, the people, my friends, comrades, umakabane. So tonight I want to tell you in Xhosa, mamela, which means, mamela means listen to me, mamela. Mamela kabane. Uskansonso, ukamala uskansonso. Ufuna a debate. Ufuna a thetha. Ufuna indaba. Ulegota. Nomhlanje. Nomhlanje ugomzo. Awuthetha u-EFF. Awuthetha ANC. Nomhlanje apha i-President UIM. So Matlabane uqom is up. Is up uthetha iskansonso. And we can speak. I'm inviting the ANC. I'm inviting the EFF. Come talk to me. I'll bring my vice president. I'll bring my SG Jacques Talliat. I'll bring a couple of UIM people, even you that's on the screen if you want to volunteer. Come with me. Want hierdie land se voorstander van oorlog is verkeerd. Die mense wat vir oorlog soek, julle is verkeerd. Want ons soek nie oorlog nie. War is not a solution. Only those people that saw and have been in war, many of you, you don't want war again. There's no answer when the EFF speaks about violence, speaks about war. I vehemently disagree with the economic freedom fighters on that basis. I don't agree with you. I'm sorry. Ek stem glad nie saam met julle. So what happened is that the EFF undoubtedly won the propaganda and the psychological warfare that they put out. Nou gaan julle weer sê, ek is mal. Nee, ek is nie. Dink 'n bietjie mense. Julius Malema het hierdie land onophoudend, is die woord, onophoudend, het hy ons besig gehou vir 2 weke. Jy kan nou stry soos jy wil. Hy was op elke voorblad, hy was op elke nuusberig, hy was by elke meeting, hy was by elke braai, hy was by elke bruilof, hy was by elke begrafnis, hy was by elke meeting. Jy kan nou stry soos jy wil met my. Julius Malema het hierdie land vir 2 weke gijslaar gehou. Hier. Do you agree with me? Please, if you agree with me, send something. I'm not fighting you. I'm making a statement. There can be no argument that Julius Malema won the battle of the mind. Julius Malema and the EFF kept 60 million people in this country occupied. And we fell for it. Ja, stry maar soos jy wil, en as jy stry, jy idioot. Nee, ek sê sommer vir jou. Jy's 'n idioot, jy weet nie waarvan jy praat nie. Ek weet, ek is in die politiek. He occupied us. Hy het ons bestorm in ons brein. And then when it came to the day that we had to have the march, you know, the big march, the shutdown on the 20th, hierdie shutdown, the burning of tires, the plundering of homes, the looting of businesses, the massive riots. Nothing. Absolutely zero. A couple of things that happened is nul op 'n kontrak. Nothing. Nothing happened. I'll tell you how I know. I was in intelligence, wasn't I? But I wasn't just in intelligence. I don't just have friends. I was part of an operation where we were visibly in the city of Cape Town, in my area where I live, where we deployed 4 o'clock that morning. Didn't you see? So daai ouens wat so vinnig op Facebook is om te sê ek's 'n verraaier. Waar was jy? Was jy nie ook miskien in jou bakkie nie? Was jy nie ook in jou CPF nie, jou buurtwag? Jy was nie. Soos ons. So die vorige dag kom 'n ou van die EFF om vir my te vra hoe haat ek hulle, en dan die volgende dag deploy ek met die polisie, met SAPS, met Metro, om teen die EFF te gaan staan as hulle wil moeilikheid maak. Dit mense, hier kom hy. Gaan julle dit saam met my doen? Geef vir hierdie ouens 'n moerse ijskream. Ja, jy's vlak en jy's dom. But we went out there 4 o'clock in the morning. We went on a patrol, myself and a group of men. We drove through the whole Cape Town, from Salodies Pass, Somerset West, right through to Brackenfell, Durbanville, Bonteheuwel, Cape Town, Mitchells Plain, Makassar, Cape Town Central, Blouberg, and nothing was shut. They shut nothing down. I'll tell you what they did shut down. They shut our brains down. This country cannot have that again. Gogga maak vir baba bang. Julius, Frikkie Malema, well done on your propaganda. Well done on just adding more fear, more destruction, more sadness, and more loss of hope to this country. That's what you did. If you don't understand what I've just said, but you do, Julius, because you're not stupid. You see, one of the biggest things that people make a mistake is that we underestimate you. We underestimate your leadership, and we think you dumb. You are very far from dumb, Julius. Mr. Ndlozi, Mr. Shavambu, Mr. Ndlolo. Hierdie man, hierdie party, die UIM, gaan julle nie onderskat nie. Ons onderskat glad nie julle intellektuele en intelligensie vermoë nie, hoor. Ons kyk vir jou. Ons, my ma se kinders. We are not going to underestimate you again. You are not going to occupy us again. If this was a dry run for something else, you woke us up. If there's one thing you've done, is you've woke up this country, because for the first time in a very long time, the ANC was absolutely dead quiet. Nee. Die ANC was so stil soos 'n klein rot wat ewe skielik in 'n klein gangetjie gevind het daar is 'n luislang in die pyp. What was absolutely clear was that this government did the minimum in talking, but I will give the police, our armed services, our law enforcement, our metro police, our traffic officers, our army, our security companies, our CPFs, and indeed our neighborhood watches. Today you don't get the ice cream. Today you get the hand on the heart to say from a grateful nation, thank you for standing the line. Ek wil namens nie die land nie, want ek kan nie namens die land praat nie. Ek kan namens die 1000 UIM lede, vir ons polisielede, ons weermag, ons verkeersdepartemente, ons metropolisie, ons law enforcement, ons brandweermanne, ons nurse, ons ambulanse, ons neighborhood watches, die mense wat in ons areas rondry, ons CPFs, wil ek sê baie dankie namens die UIM. Hulle kry nie die yskriem nie, inteendeel, hulle kry die hand op die hart. Kyk al die harte wat opkom nou. Look at all the hearts on Facebook coming up, the likes. Look at TikTok. The people are giving you hearts. The people are giving you likes. Thank you very much. This is the show. Look at that. It's coming. And if you're on TikTok, pump it out for me. Show it. These hearts that you are now giving is to those that stood the line on Monday. Look at it. It's just pouring out. Well done to you. Julius, jy thought, that's not how you do it. That's not how we want you to do it. You need to wake up and find a solution where you can talk to us, the other side. And we are willing to listen. Because a leader that does not listen should not be a leader. 'n leier wat nie luister nie, is nie 'n leier nie. Ek wil nie so 'n leier wees nie. Ek wil 'n leier wees wat met enigiemand kan luister. Ek luister en ek doen. So thank you for everybody that made sure that instead of everything being shut down, everything was open. So well done. Well done, South Africa. For one day, we stood together. Ubuntu, umasakane, samasai. And I think we need to thank God. Because I think that was the ultimate judge of that day. I think God went ahead and looked at this nation that is so blessed, this nation that is so beautiful, and it said, let peace reign. And it did rain in Cape Town. Die water het afgekom. So I don't think the EFF members equipped themselves with flippers and goggles. They just had overalls. So sorry. Next time, come prepared, ne? Die Kaap aan 'n plek. Then my next message, my next debate, the next discussion that I'd like to talk to you about is the load shedding matter, the matter of where we are. We sent a letter, as you all know, to the president. Cyril, cupcake. Hey, cupcake. Soekie Cyril. Is jy? Hello, Mr. Ramaphosa. Cupcake, where are you? Don't you find it absolutely incredible that in the past couple of days, the president is just gone? And then he appeared on Human Rights Day. And he was telling us that South Africa has human rights. So I want to focus quickly on about this thing called human rights. Menseregte. Mr. Ramaphosa, if there's one day that we can't celebrate in this country at the moment, is Human Rights Day. You see, the national identity of a Human Rights Day is when you respect people's human rights. And the first matter of human rights is dignity. Yes, sir, it's dignity. Dignity is a human right, isn't it? This country has totally lost its dignity. Your fault. Joune. Jy moet verantwoordelikheid vat dat ons het nie meer menseregte in hierdie land. We have a brilliant constitution. Stunning constitution. and our people die. 70 people get murdered a day. Every day. Every day. 70 mense word vermoor elke dag in hierdie land. And you want to come tell me that we must celebrate Human Rights Day. Maar dan sê jy ook dom, Cyril. Shoot, then you are actually more dumb than what I thought. I overestimated you. See, I know you. I know of you. Long journey, hey. When you were a member of the union, you became Secretary General of the ANC. You then became the chief negotiator at CODESA with Rolf Meyer. And then the President Mandela let you go and said you should go into business. And then you went into business and you became a person owning mines and McDonald's and MTN. And then Pala Pala. Cyril, I'm not being facetious. I'm not attacking you, but what business did you start? I mean, on your own. Financed it. Went to a bank. Took an overdraft. Employed people. Took a chance. Took a loan. At times lost it. Nearly losing your company. Going nearly bankrupt. COVID attacking you. Having to refinance. Cyril, have you gone through that? Or did you just get shares? You see, I think you just got given shares of MTN, McDonald's, because you are Cyril Ramaphosa. Jy sien, Cyril, kyk, jy het nog nie in jou lewe 'n besigheid bestuur nie, my vriend. We actually also, like we fell for Julius, we fell for you, Ramaphosa. That's what we did. We had such great expectations in your presidency. And now, load shedding 6, state capture, Zondo Commission, Pala Pala, grey listing of this country, the rand plummeting, 56% youth unemployment, official statistics, 30% unemployment in the country. The borders of this country so porous, it looks like a mash fryer. Dit lyk soos 'n sif. No more law and order, 70,000 die a day. Corruption to the point of gabillion, quadrillion. And then you tell us there's human rights. Mr. President, you are failing this country. Your party has failed. And here's the thing why they failed, because I know. You are a communistic, nationalistic, socialistic, woke liberal party that is undermined by world powers to subject the citizens of this country to your mindset. Daar's hy. In Afrikaans, julle is 'n kommunistiese, nasionaliserende, sosialistiese, liberale, linksgesinde entiteit. Julle moes hierdie nonsens in 1994 gestop het. Maar julle het nie. En daarom, meneer die president, van iemand wat 25 jaar in die ANC geglo het, julle het hierdie land gebreek. Vat dit maar op julle. The failure of the ANC not being able to take the poor people of this country to a middle class, not rich. Hear me what I'm saying? You couldn't in 30 years of your power, you couldn't build a successful middle class in this country. And the reason you couldn't is because you don't have the intellect, the plan, the IQ, EQ, and AQ. What is AQ? It's adaptability. You can't adapt. You're a communist. That's why you are in a tripartite alliance. Gee ek vir julle 'n bietjie inligting hierso. Ek weet nie, as julle nog wakker is, julle by my, stimuleer ek hierdie debat, mense. Ja, ek stimuleer dit. Ek gee vir julle inligting, want op hierdie oomblik is dit nou die vyand. Hierdie mense is nie meer vir ons nie, hy is nie meer vir my nie, kyk hierso. Hierdie mense is, man, ons is, die mense, Neil, jy, Fatima, Jacques, Sandrine, Zenda, Monja, Cherise, Melissa, Steven, Diane, almal van ons. Ons is die nuwe mense in hierdie land. Want ons sien wat julle doen. Julle kan nie, julle gaan nie, julle wil nie, en julle sal nie, ma se kinders. Julle wil nie. Now, okay, African National Congress, no problem. Thank you for the liberty that you gave to the multitude of people in this country, Siyabulela, Inkosi, Kyalibuga, Bulela. Shukran, dankie, thank you, dankeschön. Maar julle nou waai. Julle tyd is klaar. Hy's verby. You can't move yourself as a liberation movement to a successful government. Moet ek dit weer sê? Val dit op rekord. Daai mense wat nou so gesê het dat ek saam met die EFF lunch. Skryf dit neer. Maak 'n TikTok hiervan en dan stuur julle hierdie woorde uit. Die Afrikaanse Nasionale Kongres, die ANC, could not move successfully from a liberation movement to a successful government. Now, as dit nie hulle skuld is nie, great. If they don't know it, great. As hulle dit nie verstaan nie, great. Dan stem ons hulle uit volgende jaar. Want dit lyk my hulle kan nie dit besef dat hulle kan nie draai nie. So ANC, thank you for the liberation, now go away. Okay, go away. Yeah, Amba, Amagasle. And if you don't go on your own, we're going to vote you out. Because there's a new era. A new thinking in this country. One where we don't want to have the past. You get me? No black man, no white man, no colored man, no Indian man, no Asian man, no man and woman in this country that is of sound mind, have a bit of IQ, wants to bloody live in the past. Do you get it? I am an ANC member. And I left. Did you hear it? I was an ANC member. I left. I'm not going to apologize because I thought that Nelson Mandela would bring a new dawn for our country where we can live with each other, maar dit het maar nou net moer toe gegaan. Daai hoop is weg. Mao Zedong says hope is not a strategy. It's a clear message from the UIM. The ANC's time is gone. It's over. And if the EFF wants to join them or become partner with them or become a coalition and take this attitude of nationalism, of communism, of socialism, of the rhetoric of this woke ideology, dan moet julle binne julle moer vlieg. Het jy my gehoor? Afrikaans? Ja, nou is julle verskriklik, man, luister gou-gou, hulle moet binne hulle moer vlieg. Het jy my mooi gehoor? Julle moet ophou begin lieg vir mense, en dan moet julle ophou by braaie staan en vloek en wetter, en dan moet julle in die aande Sondag in die kerk gaan sit, dan die ander mens. Jy lieg, God sien jou. Het jy my gehoor? God sien jou. Okay. Daar's nie 'n plek wat jy kan wegkruip nie. Die minuut wat jy die Here, the day that you take God into your soul, there's no more hiding away. You understand that? There is no more hiding away. There's no more shadows. Do you understand that? The other day I was told in a meeting that we should switch off all the recording devices. So when we switched off all the recording devices, I asked only one question to the chairman. Mr. Chairman, what about the biggest recorder in the world? God. Sorry? Ek het weer sê. What about the biggest recorder of people's lives in the world, and that being God? Can you switch the recording of God off? Kan jy? Can you switch it off? Kan jy die Here se tape recorder afsit? Ag, jy's mal, man. So you can switch off all the recordings and all the tapes and all the YouTubes and all the Facebooks. You can't switch off God's recording. Do you understand that? It's as simple as that. If you can't say it in public, if you can't say it to someone's face, if you can't say it to his face and not to his back, then don't say it at all. Okay? I'm very wary of someone that comes to you and says, Neil, I've got your back. The reason I don't like it when you say you've got my back is because that's exactly where the knife goes. Met ek het veel in Afrikaans sê. Ek hou nie daarvan as iemand na my toe kom en hy sê vir my, nee, ek het jou rug hoor. Ek het jou rug, Neil. Ek hou nie daarvan nie. Waardeer dit, maar weet jy hoekom hou ek nie daarvan nie? Want dit is presies in jou rug waar die mes gesteek word. Yes or no? Ja, is waar. Is waar jou steek. Maar om jou in die rug te steek, moet hulle eers by jou kom staan. Dan moet hulle eers sê, maar nee, ons het jou rug hoor. Ons het jou six. We've got your six. It's when you're at my six that I'm at my most vulnerable. That's where you stab me. Ete Brutus. Jy kom ons praat reguit gou met mekaar. Ja. The United Independent Movement is a party of truth, and if you don't like it, the truth hurts, then get out. Get out. That's why we talk like we talk. That's why Fatima talks like she talks. That's why in today's debate where Fatima spoke, everybody now wants to be with Fatima. Yeah, the ANC, the DA. You can do what you want, but Fatima is in the light. She's the vice president of our party. Don't you like this politics, South Africa? Come now. Don't you love a party that talks the truth? Okay? The last time I checked, when someone said to me, a young man called me, he said to me, you know, do the people understand that Moses was not an Egyptian? Walk like an Egyptian. Moses was nie 'n Egiptenaar nie, hoor. But Moses was brought up in the palace of the Pharaoh. So all his life he was an Egyptian. He was in the palace. He was a prince. But he wasn't an Egyptian. He was part of God's chosen nation, the Israelis. Die Israelite. En my brein, nie dat ek groot is van die Bybel het nie, maar die Here het toe vir Moses gekies om sy mense uit Egipte uit te lei. Maar hy was dan gister in die paleis. Of het ek my storie nou verkeerd? Anybody here? Am I right? Moses grew up in Pharaoh's palace as an Egyptian. But he wasn't. And he led his people out of Egypt. He never saw the promised land because he doesn't listen to God's instruction. But he led them out. Wow. South Africa, why don't we all become South Africans again? Not Egyptians. The only people that can change this country, the only people that can change South Africa is South Africans. And it brings me to my last piece of debate. Politics versus the law. Politics versus the court. Suid-Afrikaanse politiek en die hof. I'm telling you today that there is no more parliament in this country. Did you hear me? Why did I say? Daar's nie meer parlement in hierdie land nie. Want in die eerste plek was parlement het afgebrand. Die parlementsgebou wat die kundige gebou is waar besluite al was dit reg of verkeerd, daai besluite is in daai gebou, 'n historiese gebou, an historic building burnt down. But this is more than 2-3 years ago. Why have you not rebuilt the parliament, sir? I think you're busy with an agenda. The reason why you have not rebuilt parliament in Cape Town, I don't have proof, is I don't think you want the parliament to be in Cape Town. Ek dink nie julle wil die parlement weer open nie. Ek dink nie julle wil nie. Julle praat nonsens met ons. You are talking rubbish. I don't think you want to reopen Parliament. I think you want to move Parliament to Joburg. I have no proof, so don't say I said it and said it's a fact. You want to tell me you can't rebuild the Parliament building in 3 years? Well, maybe that's right, because you can't even fix a pothole. So, okay, maybe you just can't build. Maybe no one wants to take the tender. But don't you think it's a shocking shame, no matter what party you're with, no matter who you are, no matter race, no matter religion, don't you think it's shocking that our national parliament is still broken after 2 years? So the reason why I said there's no parliament is because, just join me and agree with me, no decisions are being taken in parliament anymore. Hoor wat ek sê, Suid-Afrika, don't make the mistake that if you don't like me, you're not taking my message. This is very intellectual. Luister gou vir my. Net omdat jy nie miskien van my hou nie, moenie vergeet wat my woorde is nie. You see, we get so cross with Julius Malema. We forget to listen to what he's saying. Am I right? No, just put your feelings and your moedigheid vir die jelly talk. Just put it behind. Don't you think it is stupid of people to get so cross with a man when he speaks that you forget to listen to what he's saying? Because when you listen to what he's saying, you pick up a lot of things that you can use in the future. So I'm asking you, do you really think, and you can post it here, do you think that we've got a parliament? Rara? That circus that you call a parliament, that where people can throw water bottles, storm the president, interrupt, scream like bad people, do you think that is a parliament? So I challenge you to tell me what decisions that we object to currently are done in parliament. Now you can't answer me because there isn't any. So agree with me that if you are currently fighting the ANC and the government of this day with terrible decisions that they make, that you can't win or beat them in parliament. So do you know where we now go to have political decisions made in this country? Do you know where? In court. Yes, I'm right. Am I not? If I'm right, give me a thumbs up. No more decisions against this government is taken in parliament anymore. It's taken in court. So for everything that we want to sort out in this country, we have no more power of debate in parliament. We have a circus. And if you want to change a decision, if you want to take a change of law in this country, then suddenly you've got to take the bloody government to court. So I'm telling you now, the decisions of government is no more being fought in parliament, it's being fought in court. How bad must the system in this country be that we cannot have politicians, yes, you politicians, in parliament to defend us? You've got to go to court. So why do we have a parliament? Why do we have a DA? An opposition? You're not an opposition. You're just a loud noise. That's what you are. Point of order. Objection. Rules. Sagatman. What are you opposing? So 400 of you sit in parliament for the past 30 years and you saw the total destruction of our country. And what the hell did you do? Freedom Front, DA, ICDP, UDM. What did you do? What did you do as the opposition to stop this from happening? I'll tell you what you did. Boggerel. Sweet boggerel. You did nothing. And you must prove it that you did something to stop this now ANC cabal destroying our country. It's on you, eh? It's on you, Pablo. The destruction of Eskom, the destruction of SAA, the destruction of Sanral, the destruction of Praza, the destruction of Denel, the destruction of our harbors, the destruction of our roads, the destruction of our courts, the destruction of our police, the destruction of our crime, the destruction of the humanity of this country is on you. En julle moenie nou weghardloop nie, want dan is julle verraaiers. Dan is julle die verraaier. Nie ek nie. Nie die UIM nie. We just got into power seats and we are fighting like mad. We are fighting with what we've got, and look at the noise we're making. No money. We don't have your money. We don't have the DA's millions. We don't have the PA's millions, the PAC. We don't have money, but we are fighting. And let me tell you, I don't care if this place doesn't, I don't get paid, man. I don't get paid to be a president of a party, a leader of a parliament. I get paid to sit in council, and you know what I do with that money? I pay the security so that I can stay alive to fight. You don't pay it, do you? The death threats that I'm getting, are you protecting me? Are you giving me cars? No, I pay for it out of my pocket. But I keep paying it. We will keep on not getting major donations, and we will still today on Facebook, listen to me, Facebook, on one post that I had on Facebook, we are currently standing on 800,000 views. Daar sê, sonder enige inkomste, sonder enige geld, het hierdie party en sy leierskap 800,000 mense gekry om een Facebook live te kyk. Een video. TikTok, you there? Are you there? TikTok, you with me? On one of my TikToks, we currently standing on 498,000 views. On the other TikTok, 970,000 likes and views. And you tell me there's no God. And you tell me there's no God that broke the bread and broke the fish and multiplied it. I'll tell you why we're getting overwhelming membership and support. I'll tell you why the people are leaving the DA, while they're leaving the Freedom Front, while they're leaving the ACE. Why are they leaving? They are leaving to come to the UIM because now we are in truth. It doesn't matter if you're black or white. What matters now is that you believe in the truth, because a black man, a colored man, a white man, and an Indian man, we can go beyond race. Het julle my gehoor? We can do it, South Africa. We can get beyond this bloody racism, man. We can. We have before. Many times. I believe we can. I don't have to be here. Yeah, I'm blessed enough. I got enough money. I was a good businessman outside this country. I didn't do business in this country because I didn't want to. I spent 22 years being a businessman overseas. I don't have to be here. I can leave tomorrow. Regtig, ek kan waai môre. Ek het genoeg geld. Ek het hard gewerk, 16, 18 ure 'n dag. But I'm staying here. Ek bly hier. Al vloek jy my, skel my, post pics oor my, sê ek is 'n vrymesselaar. 'n Illuminati. Ai, mense, die Here gee my genade. Ek is al alles behalwe 'n heks genoem ek. Dit gaan ook seker nou kom. I don't care, man. Jou woorde maak nie vir my sakkie. Ek is in die Here. Neil de Beer weet wie Neil de Beer is, okay? Ek is okay met myself. Ek het my hart vir God gegee 2 jaar gelede. I don't love my country. I'm in love with my country. Jy gehoor? Ek is nie lief vir my land nie. Ek is verlief op my land. There's nothing wrong with our country. There's something wrong with the management of this country. Did you hear that? Daar's niks fout met ons land nie. Dis die bestuur wat moer toe is, hoor. So South Africa, why don't we just change the management? Come now. We don't need to be in court every day. Yeah, I'm in court with Eskom soon. I'm not in court with Eskom, I'm in court with the president. Mr. President, just quickly, I wrote you a letter. Hello? 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 Cyril? 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 Sit gou jou lepel neer. Ek het vir jou 'n brief geskryf, dude. Dude. Hey, dude. Maar se kind. Het jy nie gesien ek het vir jou 'n brief geskryf? I wrote you an email. It's to your office. It's to you. I wrote you an email 8 days ago. I even took that email and I published it on Facebook. I even took that email and I published it in the media. Yeah, it's in the media. And it's a question. Don't you have the respect? Just the respect, the common decency to just acknowledge receipt of my email. You can't do that. So wat jy vir my sê is, jy het nie die respek vir Suid-Afrikaners. Nie jy nie, maar jou kantoor, jou ongelooflike groot kantoor met sy honderde ministers, deputy ministers en ministers van beplanning en minister van beplanning. Sorry. Minister van elektrisiteit. Minister of Electricity. Who walked around today and said that there's no corruption at Eskom, it's a technicality. Sorry. If you don't have humor in my home, you'll probably die. Toe maar ek lag nie vir jou nie, ek lag saam met jou. Die Here gaan ons help. Not my circus, not my clowns. Nie my circus nie, nie my Hansworse nie. I'm going to land my plane. Sorry. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke because the EFF the EFF cut a tree to block the road, and they cut the tree so that they can block the road, to obstruct the road. And 5 minutes later, a taxi with EFF supporters drove into the same tree. Hulle het 'n boom afgesag om die pad te blokkeer, toe ry 'n taxi met EFF mense in die boom vas. Mense, ons kan nie 'n movie so skryf nie. If it wasn't this serious. If this country wasn't that damaged, come now. You've got to laugh with me. You've got to. Ek bedoel, how does the world see us? You know, ek sê altyd, hoe sien die wêreld ons as hulle nou vir ons kyk? And the one guy, die Nederlander sê, hy gesê daar in Kaapstad in Suid-Afrika, hy is 'n man, 'n klein mannetjie. Sy gaf in die rooi uniform, ek gaan vir sorry want die bom afgesny het. Dit is nou 'n protes. Ja, Jan, ek gou vir die bom afgesny het. Nog gesien op die TV. Sag die bom het geval en op die pad geblok. Want dit is groot proteste, gouwe. En dan Jan, glo dit of nie, sy het ons 5 minute later ons 'n minibus, gou met die rooi mannetjies in die bom vasgemoer. That's how they talk about us overseas. You can't write this. Jy kan nie hierdie skryf nie. So Cyril, hey Cyril, won't you do me a favor and reply to that letter? It's only 2 questions. One is Eskom solvent and the other one is Eskom a going concern. Can't you answer it? Cyril, ons het vir jou 'n briefie geskryf. Dis net 2 vrae, nie baie bladsye nie. En in daai vraag het ons gesê, een is Eskom solvent En nommer 2, is dit 'n maatskappy wat op hierdie oomblik lopend is? Is dit 'n lopende maatskappy? Kan jy net gou vir ons antwoord môre miskien? Because I'll tell you what's going to happen if you don't answer me. Hear me well. When your 10 days, working days of not replying to my letter is open and replied to, and I don't think you're going to reply, but we didn't want you to reply because it's called strategy. Okay, it's a strategy. We've put that letter on record. That is but one letter that's coming from us. The second letter you will get when your 10 days are over and you've not replied. That letter is going to be a little bit more intense. Okay. That letter is going to ask, why did you not reply to us when it is an open public letter? And then we'll give you 7 days to answer that letter. And then, Mr. Ramaphosa, if you don't answer us, then the third level is not court. We're not going to sue you. We're not going to sue Eskom because there's nothing to sue. No, sir. We're going to sue someone that's linked to you. And when I say you, I'm talking about you as the most executive officer of this country's presidency. You are the executive head. You might not be responsible, but you are absolutely at this current moment in a seat of position where you are accountable. Did you hear me? There's a difference between being responsible and being accountable. Now, you might not be responsible, but you are accountable to the people of this country as the president. And make no mistake, hear me well, publicly, we are going to keep you accountable. And if the UIM have to go to the greatest apex court, the constitutional court of this country, and further, maybe to Den Haag, the International Court of Justice, which you and your company and your party, the ANC, you signed it in 1997. Yes, you did. You signed a document in the late 90s where you will abide as a country to the criminal justice and process of the International Courts of Justice. Think about that when you go to bed tonight. Maybe our fight won't end up in these courts. Maybe we'll see you overseas in international justice. So, Mr. Ramaphosa, you don't have to write me back. Who am I? I'm just Neil de Beer that has got how many? 900,000 views. So 1 million people in this country agree, at least with the UIM. That's not your biggest problem. And let's end this night by saying the following. Your biggest problem is the UIM goes into National Assembly next year. Jou probleem is as die UIM volgende jaar na die nasionale parlement toe gaan en ons kry 'n paar sitplekke daar. Now, surely you don't want me to be in parliament, Mr. Ramaphosa. Let's see how the light of God favors the bold and the just. Okay? Because I believe that the UIM will grow beyond belief. It will grow so huge that we will be able to make a massive change in this country. So for everybody, thank you again. Very interesting night. I am so glad. TikTok, love you. Masekinders, os, say, namaste. How are you doing? Thank you for being on TikTok with me. I know it's been long, but this is a lot of important stuff we need to discuss. Next time, we'll do a little bit more interactive. So on TikTok, I love you. Your favorite stylish politician. Watch my TikToks. I'm putting it out there, telling you the truth. And for you out there, Siyabulela, Inkosi. We might not agree on everything, but we surely can talk about so many things. God bless you. Look after yourself. To the people on Facebook, God bless you. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. More than 700 people tonight on this live. Wow. Our people are thirsty for information, for love, and for leadership. And for the people on YouTube, thank you for every single, just a couple there, Vanessa Price, Peter Senekal, Teresa Smits, Jaguar, Felicia Ingalls, Tara Cushion, Werner Creer, Delian, Johan Libbe, Joanne, for everybody out there, Catherine, everybody that watched me tonight. May God bless you, and thank you for the opportunity. Tomorrow, for all the people that are in the Muslim faith, a very, very blessed Ramadan. To the Christian folk out there, we're coming up to a very important Christian celebration, Easter. It's not about chocolates. It's a very important time in our Christian calendar. So to you as the Christian faith, we look forward to celebrating Easter very soon with yourself. And what can I say? It's always a privilege being in your lounge, in your car, in your office, where you are. If you're on duty tonight, may God bless you. As julle op diens is vanaand en kyk na ons in die hospitale, die verkeersbeamptes, die polisie, waar ook al julle is, may God bless you and may He put His hand of peace and safety over you. Ek is baie lief vir julle. Ek sien uit na volgende Woensdag. Kyk uit na die Gauteng toer in 3 weke om my hand te skud. En vir daai mense wat so baie foto's vat, kom oor na my toe. Moenie bang wees vir my nie. Die EFF lyk my het meer respek vir my as julle. So volgende keer as jy 'n stil fotootjie wil vat, kom na my toe. Ek sal pose man. Ek is bang vir jou nie. Lief vir julle, kyk na julle self. Here is grootste seën en praat volgende Woensdag weer. Baie lief vir julle. Keep the UIM. Remember, South Africa first, but God number 1. SA altyd eerste, maar my lewende God altyd nommer 1. Vrede, baie lief vir ons land. Kyk na julleself.